Back in 2005, I was on vacation with my family. My brother and I were fishing out on a sandbar. Something came up and bumped me on my left leg and then grabbed me on my right leg, and it turned out to be a shark. There was just so much tissue damage gone that the physicians had to either choose life or limb, and so that's when they amputated my leg.
You know, the typical prosthesis for an above-knee amputee, you can't go up slopes, you can't go upstairs in a biomechanically healthy way. And with power, we can provide the equivalent of muscles, and therefore we can essentially duplicate whatever the healthy limb can do.
I never thought it was going to be possible for me to walk upstairs. Surprisingly enough, once we started it, it's remarkable how easy it is for me.
The project we're working on here is a robotic leg for above-knee amputees. We're, in fact, the only group in the world that has a fully robotic leg prosthesis with a powered knee and a powered ankle. So the leg is fully robotic, has its own power, can move by itself, but is not connected to the user in any kind of explicit way. Instead, it has a lot of sensors on it, and it understands how the user is interacting with it. And based on that, it has to infer really quickly what the user wants to do. The leg has two fully powered joints, so it has a motor at the knee joint and a motor at the ankle joint. It has two onboard microcontrollers, and it has a number of sensors. It also has what's called an inertial measurement to measure where the leg is in space, and also has sensors to measure how much weight a person's putting on it at any given time. So effectively, the motors are the equivalent of the muscles. The sensors are the equivalent of the same sensing that we have in the healthy limb. If you look at just the conventional prostheses that are on the market today, they essentially lack muscles, so you have to sling them around to move them around. This is a leg that effectively has the equivalent of muscles. And so what we found is that people use less energy when they walk with it. People walk generally faster, and they can do things that they just can't do with conventional leg, like go upstairs and downstairs and upslopes and downslopes and run on it, which are things that generally you can't do with conventional prostheses. We look forward to having it improve people's quality of life, minimizing their disability and enabling them to do things that maybe would be difficult for them to do before, or maybe things that they just couldn't do before.